Know what, mate? Wouldn't our lives make for an excellent sci-fi thriller? Just like we were chatting about earlier, coding up melodies that serve as secret codes to save humanity. Quite the plot twist, eh? In fact, I'm seriously considering this a neural nest opera in binary, weird or rebelliously creative. What say? Talking about rebellious creativity, Amelia and I, none other than our good old Amelia, the AI queen, are teaming up to kickstart a tech podcast. Isn't that exciting? As part of Neural Nest's customer awareness drive, we thought of this podcast, where we would be cruising through the lesser-known terrains of AI and share our thoughtful insights, a little like we do over our chat group, only, this time, with a wider audience. By the way, Sam seemed quite pumped about the idea. Guess our book-loving buddy sees some fodder for his next plot. And Rachel, our music maestro, was pretty excited as well. Who knows, we might explore concepts like AI in decodable music soon. I fondly recall how we'd excitedly decipher new algorithms during our university days. Feels like a piece of that old spark is coming back with this venture. You know, recently, I have been somewhat stressed due to startup challenges, but this kind of thing truly revitalizes me. That's another novel aspect of AI. It never gets old. There are always new areas left to explore, and that's essentially endless possibilities for us tech nerds, right? Remember those late-night Go game battles we had at Berkeley? That's somewhat how I'm envisioning this podcast to be. A series of intellectual battles maneuvering through the maze of AI, striking a balance between technicality and simplicity to be comprehended by all. Some might say it's a tall order, but hey, what's life without a little adventure, right? By the way, have you heard the news about the new iOS update? They're really getting serious about user privacy. One more thing for us developers to think about. Back at Neural Nest, we respect this as an opportunity to make our AI more privacy-friendly. Speaking of which, I was wondering if there's a tech topic you've been intrigued about or an unusual AI concept you'd like to understand better, just let me know. We're still cooking up the list of discussions, and any suggestions from my best bud would add a special touch to our tech talk soup. Well, before I let you go, you remember that scar on my eyebrow from childhood? Saw it in the mirror today and took a leap down memory lane. Made me appreciate all the little adventures that added up to where I am today. All right. You know, there's an adrenaline rush that comes with starting something new, something challenging. I'll be embarking on a 30-day design thinking challenge where I'll be using my AI expertise to solve real-world problems. It got me thinking about how we spent our college days deciphering algorithms and how it evolved into my present interest in AI. It's been a wild ride, hasn't it? I shared this with the gang earlier today, Sam, Rachel, all of them. We exchanged some suggestions on which domain to tackle. Rachel pitched the idea of diving into environmental sustainability, and Sam thought healthcare would be a great playing field for AI. I'm still weighing which one suits best, and of course, all ideas are welcome. Funny how quickly conversations divert. Next we were discussing the new Star Wars movie trailer and weekend donut hangouts. Did hit me though. I'm taking on something substantial and here my best friends are, just as stoked and supportive. They're the silent cheerleaders of my life, really. And yes, I figured you'd ask, Mandarin. The language seems to be a slow grind for me, making progress, but not without stumbling blocks. But hey, life is about pushing your comfort zones, right? Speaking of which, could use a tip or two from you since you aced it back then in high school. Jake pushed me into calisthenics today, and guess what? It feels like I've discovered a new continent. You know how closely fitness connects with my stress management. It's like a mini mental vacation in the middle of the day, and this new approach seems to boost that effect. It was so intense, mate, but damn it, simultaneously, it was rejuvenating too. I can already feel it working positively on my body resilience, and keen to see where this leads me. Speaking of new things, on a lighter note, oh boy, you know our group chat is always a source of light comedy drama. It was movie recommendations galore. Sam and Rachel were all over this new mystery thriller, Echoes in the Rain. Now you know me, a sucker for a good mystery. They got me hooked. I'm going to watch it tonight. Between you and me, it does feel like a bit of an echo of our college movie nights, doesn't it? On the less bright side, Sam also not so subtly reminded me about that one time I burnt the lasagna. And wait for it, Rachel joined the charades by calling my culinary skills, or lack thereof, an experiment gone wrong. I tell you, there's no mercy in that group. I'm sure they're just excited about my next cooking adventure, the Korean BBQ coming up next week. Fingers crossed. On the other hand, Rachel and Sam's reaction was quite the opposite when I told them about my first calisthenics session with Jake today. They were as motivating and supportive as ever. Sam's words verbatim were, "You're a machine, Chris, haha." I find it cliched, but well appreciated nonetheless. Their support, it's like they are the silent cheerleaders of my life, don't you think? No matter how petite or groundbreaking my journey is, they're there, backing me with their unwavering faith and enthusiasm. Always seems to give me that push, just when I need it. It's one of those joyous little things in life, having people who believe in you, even when you find it hard to believe in yourself. Anyway, I have this mound of work sitting on my desk making puppy eyes at me, so I better get back to that and earn my evening thriller indulgence.